Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Captain of Industry. So, in the last episode, we started this whole refinery journey, and in this episode, we will continue that. So, basically, we're using our naphtha. Let's just have a quick look. What else can we do naphtha with? Can we do with naphtha? Let's just have a look. What else can we do with naphtha? The consumption of naphtha we can use it for rubber. So potentially what we want to do is split off it. And that, I guess, is why we've seen other builds that doesn't include the cracking unit directly in line, right? So that you can ultimately split off to see that. So I guess we'll do a similar thing. We'll try and do the distillation processes together, right? And we'll have that expandable, and then we'll build cracking units as we need it to make sure that we've got it all sorted out with the numbers. If we do go up to there, we'll close it over there. Okay, so we'll end it off like that. And let's have a quick look at what this means for us. So now we've got naphtha in here as well. So we've got diesel in the bottom. We've got we've got heavy fuel at the top. And now we need to add naphtha to the mix as well. On this side, we've got diesel and we've got sour water. Not diesel, steam and sour water that needs to be processed as well. So naphtha needs to go somewhere also. So I'm guessing we need it maybe just on a top layer over here. Okay, so let's go up, up, up. Is that the top level? No, up another one. Down. Yeah, there we go. We'll do that. And now we will go ahead and tie in to our top level over there. So now we've got naphtha at the top there. Okay. So now we have diesel coming in over here. And we also need steam, right? So how much steam do we need here? So we need 6, 9, 12. We need only 12 steam. So effectively, if we do multiples of this guy, hopefully that's okay. So I'm guessing steam and sour water can run on the one side and then maybe this guy runs on the other side. Okay, so let's do this, right? I want to be in a position to expand it, right? So we will want to clean out some of this stuff. Maybe, do we want more space for ships? We probably want more space for ships, right? Now, I don't think we can clean out a lot of this stuff. We'll leave. We effectively want to slowly shut it down, right? So this is a bit of an extra one that only works sometimes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all of this up to there. Right, we'll take out this one as well. Okay, I guess I'm going to need to unity that to get rid of it. Oh, no, cancel. Cancel construction, please. Cancel, cancel, and cancel. What does that mean? Quick deliver, quickly remove. Oh, lost it completely. I hope we can empty that to make room for it. I'm thinking maybe, you know what? Maybe what we'll do to save a little bit of space, we'll get rid of all of that stuff, right? We'll use Unity to clear it out, okay? And what we'll do is we'll get the pipe balancer. In over here, and we'll move it in there, and we can even do that. Okay, so we'll do all of this we will re-Unity build it so that at least it's got an option here. Don't actually know. Oh, this is steam, right? Yeah. So there's extra steam going over this way in case we need some more steam. Okay, so that's fine. That's okay. So that'll keep running. We are in the interest trying to get that removed. I may want to quickly just fix what I've broken here. So let's grab that. We want that. We want that. We would want that. And we go up even another level. And we want that. Okay. So that's now kind of been fixed. I'm hoping I can get that removed. And then the plan would be that I want to try and get these items built. Oh, so there's an issue here. Can I just fix that, please? Let's do that. Perfect. So that should hopefully help out. Can we please get this done? Can we get like high priority to just get this removed? And then the idea is that we try and, well, the idea would be that we slowly try and we might actually do the first one right over there. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Let's do this. So let's we'll cut this one. We'll plop it kind of right over here somewhere, right? We'll have a little bit of extra room there. We want to be able to keep feeding our supply. Okay, so let's do... actually, maybe we should allow for at least 2, right? Let's try that again. If we cut the whole thing and we get it nice and tight over there and we say... but the thing is, right, this whole setup is a little bit too much for us now. If we want to do this, this is a little bit too much with the pipes, right? I think it'll work. It's just going to be tight to try and navigate it. Question is, do we add it? No, because if we add it, we're going to keep having issues with it. So I guess we need to figure out how we're going to tie this stuff in. So at least as a starting point, we know that we have diesel at the bottom. What are we saying? Low supply potatoes, copper mine has no available designation. So that is an interesting one. So let's do that. And then we can do this. Apparently cannot join there. Okay, so we're going to join there. Okay, so that's the plan. We're going to join there. We're going to flip these guys around. This is the diesel pipe. Can we rename this pipe? We can't. It would have been useful if we could rename the pipe and do that. It's not the right setup. It's not the right setup. I need to learn a little bit more about this setup. So let's do that. So that's the diesel. Need to keep running. That's the diesel. The next pipe is the fuel gas, which we're not doing anything with, so it needs to be flared for the time being. And then the third pipe is the heavies. So let's cancel that section, and let's cancel this one as well. So it's only running from there. And then this one is the naphtha, which we could also cancel, right? We're not needing that. It only runs that way. The diesel is running this way basically. So I don't know if that's useful. Okay, and then on this side, so we've got the diesel to come in, right? So we need to basically run I mean, the crude oil to go in there. So basically, we need to run the crude oil this way. Then we also need, and this is where we may have an issue, is we don't actually have our steam ready to go. We could basically just run the steam over for the time being into that one right over there. We can clean that one out, and then at the top we've got the sour water, which I guess is going where at the moment? Not that one. It is this green one here. So we wanted to flip it to the other side. So flip it. Sour water only there, really. So let's clean that one out, and then this one needs to be flipped. Flip it, and what we'll do is we'll just run it in over there on that side. Okay, so for the time being, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so for the time being, that's what we're going to do. I will clean out that, and then if we switch all of this on, the only thing that we're not doing anything with is the naphtha, basically. And what's coming out of this? Fuel gas. Fuel gas also. These are all steam, right? So we'll clean out that one. So that's steam coming in here. Then that's naphtha and fuel gas that we need to do something with. Naphtha and fuel gas is currently a bit of an issue for us. So fuel gas. Naphtha and fuel gas. So naphtha. So let's just store it then. So if we go with actually with these guys and we say storage, we can store naphtha. Can we store fuel gas? We can. So do we attempt to do that for a little bit? Okay, so we could attempt to do a little bit of that. So naphtha is the top, fuel gas is the middle, and then what's that? Oh, we still have, what is this? What's coming out of this guy? We still have medium oil. Medium oil needs to do something as well. Oh my, oh my. Oh, jeez. Okay, so medium oil needs to come back into medium oil, right? No, it can't be medium oil. It has to be heavy oil, heavy oil. Heavy oil can come back into the heavy oil storage, which is basically that pipe over there. So instead of running it all the way over that way, we're just going to tie it in over there. Okay, well, let's rethink the whole heavy oil thing. So let's cancel that line. Heavy oil can go directly into there. Okay, so that should work. And then all we need to do, well, what I'll do then is we'll cancel this, cancel that. Okay. Naphtha over there. Actually, what we'll do is we'll cancel this one as well. And fuel gas, fuel gas over there. And then what is this? This is just running that way. So really, we've got a simple setup like this. Okay. So maybe if we build that, we can see this additional process in action. But we're really just doing a little bit more of this, and not doing much else. So if I use some of our Unity and just quickly went and built all of this stuff, I don't want to do that. Stop that, please. I don't want to be spending Unity on boosting processes. But this should now start to take in some of our oil. I do wonder why it's looking so much differently to the others. Okay, so now it's starting to move. But we're waiting for products. So at least these are now running concurrently. So it should be joining some stuff up here. Trucks are struggling to find. Okay, are we done? Trucks are struggling to find a destination it can reach. Okay, so let's have a look. Dumping sites. So why you cannot find the dumping site? Well, what we can, of course, do is we can extend the dumping site. Okay, and then what we'll also look at as this mine control tower, the coal mine is actually struggling a little bit. So let's quickly have a look. We can still dig into that quite a bit, and I think let's look at the upgrade for this as well. So let's go and mine this a little bit more over here, and a little bit more over there. We'll keep a little bit. Okay, so that should continue to move. This is the coal mine. Let's just call this coal mine. Can I click it, please? Yeah. Oop, oop, oop. What's happening? What's happening? Something's happening. Let's try that again. Come on. This is the coal mine. So the idea would be that we quickly do an upgrade on the coal mine as well. So if we say, so that's been done. So let's grab another upgrade. We want this for this, but this time we want it for the coal mine, please. Make a start on that. So you can start running straight away. And is there another one? Copper mine is out of designations as well, I think. So let's go and have a quick look at this. Yeah, so that's fine. We don't want to necessarily be running out of this. At the moment, we're just doing a bit of a flat run here. So what we might do is we might just try and do a little bit of this and hope that works. These are already upgraded. What we can certainly do is upgrade some other items, like the trucks that's used in some of these facilities. We're struggling, but the potatoes are holding up, but we're struggling with it a little bit. So I guess I want to build the extra one. But in order for us to do that, I think the idea would be that we need some water here. That's okay. So let's go and copy that to here. At the same time, what we'll do is we'll build this one. And I think the plan would be that we're going to use a small pipe. We want to do fluid, small pipe, yeah. And what we'll do is we'll basically just run it maybe from over here. We'll go up. We'll do that, right? So at least we'll have water going in there as well. So let's Unity build that little pipe over there. I think it should have, yeah, water should be okay from that perspective, right? Just make sure that this guy is slowly getting in some water into the tank as well, and it should be fine. And then we'll keep doing some farming over here. That is quite useful, right? In that sense there. Everything else is okay, right? All of our numbers are pretty good. Yeah, our numbers are actually really good. All of these are filling up. We're, for the most part, not able to empty these items. Even though we set them all to empty, we're really not able to empty them. We have done an upgrade here, but we still haven't done all the potential upgrades that we can do at this stage. We've got Ship's Bridge, which provides advanced radar capability, so we can see a little bit further, but it doesn't mean we can go a little bit further, right? Okay, so yes, so this guy should be operating, and that should be nice and full, right? So that is kind of doing the trick. So I think I messed it up a little bit, to be honest, because it's not really the plan. So I think if we try this again, right? I'm going to try another option. If I put this like so, right? So if I put that in there, I wonder if I need to go and have a look at some other people's blueprints to see if there's a good idea for this. I can't really figure out something that works well with this. But I guess trying to run these pipes in such a way is probably a useful item. But we do need to also get our setup going on this. So I think I think JD Plays does a pretty good blueprint. So I might, in between episodes, have a bit of a look at his blueprint, maybe draw some inspiration over that, because this one is quite a complex piece to deal with. But we definitely want to do a little something with it. So we need to feed all of these things into separate areas. So we're running out of crude here. I guess the ship should be on its way back, right? Is it loading or is it on its way back? Not sure. Not sure what it's doing. We can't see the other ship on the plan, right? We can only see our ship here. Can't really see anything else. Power-wise, we're doing pretty well still. So I guess the only big thing we need to do is make sure that we're doing our upgrades. But yeah, I think we'll see more potatoes come in now, and hopefully we'll close this one off. We are not doing a good job with the fertilizers. Yeah, I'll draw a little bit of inspiration on that. Oh, this is looking so good. Everything here is in very good spot for us to continue our upgrades. Yeah, that's awesome. How's this? Maybe we'll upgrade this guy, so we can store a lot more of this. And then what I'll do when this thing is nice and upgraded, we'll say we want at least like 360 items there. Why are these guys continuously having issues, right? Where are you trying to go? Let's pause it while we quickly do this. Ah, you're trying to deliver some stuff over here, really. Let's see this thing. Got a little bit left over here. This thing is it's kind of fully loaded all the time. Yeah, you can't get there, so I guess that's okay. It's, as much as we can do there, really. We can't do much more. So in something else we could do is we could switch on another one of these so that we can research a little bit quicker. And maybe that's a good idea. I guess we're okay. So let's do that and that. We'll get another little piece constructed here, and then we can, start doing research a little bit more effectively. What are you waiting on? Waiting for materials? Not enough products? Oh, because we're not actually stockpiling the stuff. It's on belts and stuff. It's actually being belted in here as we speak. You may as well use some of those belted products. Fine. Just do your deliveries, man. So, export only. I guess what we're saying is trucks can export from here. Otherwise, we're going to have continuous issues. And you can export from over there if you so chose to. Right? Going to continue. It's always this thing, right? It's always this thing. Here we go. You've got how many things? 11. Okay, and you're coming on over with some stuff as well. Okay, beautiful. So hopefully that will fix that one. And so now this one can start operating. Also, it'll draw some more unity from us, and we'll be researching a little bit quicker now. Okay, so let's have a quick look now. With that in place, we need to do the next vehicle upgrade. So it still have 1 in progress here. 2 is replaced. And we're waiting on a few more to be replaced. So that's kind of doing its own thing for the time being. Okay, what is the other piece that we could look at? So naphtha processing and the reforming and cracking, we're struggling with a little bit. What are the items that's coming out, right? So we've got naphtha and we've got fuel gas. we want it in this kind of configuration. And I guess all that we're trying to do is, instead of doing that, we're trying to run the stuff over here. So let's try it again. So if we're saying, yeah, because it's going to do this, right? We're going to always just do this and feed it back into that pipe there. So I guess the piping, what we're doing, is going to be running over here somewhere. So let's do it a little bit longer. We'll do, actually, probably don't. So 2 beyond it. Okay, so let's do that. We're going to go up a level, and we're going to not get, and we'll do that one. Okay, so we've got crude in there. We're going to go up a level again, and we're going to do that. And we've got steam, crude and steam, and diesel, and heavy oil, fuel gas, and naphtha. But we can also run it on the other side, of course, right? So we can also run fuel gas and naphtha on the other side. So let's do that, right? So if we're doing this, okay, and we're going to do that. So now we're going to have what is this? Why are we doing that? Well, in this setup, that's all we really need, right? Down a level, please. Down a level. Here we go. Like so. And then this one can be up a level. There we go. As simple as that. So now we've got fuel gas and naphtha also. And we need sour water also over here. The sour water needs to run kind of over this way to be treated on this side and got taken there. Okay, so actually, this kind of allows us to almost redo what we've got over here. But we are going to run into problems, right? No, that's too high. Okay, now we also have sour water wanting to run out this way. So we will say from the bottom that we will tie in the crude, okay? And then maybe on the second line, we'll have the... No! Actually, to be honest, let's do it a slightly different way, right? Let's get rid of the entire thing, right? And what we're doing is we're going to stay low, and then up to there. Then we go up one, and we tie it in. Beautiful. So that's it. So now that's crude. Now the next one is diesel. Can we please tie in? No. There. There. Okay. No. Don't do that. Stay up a level. And then we'll go up one more and we'll tie it in like so. So now we've got diesel on the third one. And then we still need steam to be running there. And we also need sour water to be running there. So we need another pipe. Okay, so we need another pipe there. And that one will be... So we need... Maybe we'll go with... Actually, let's, because we've got multiples that we're going to try and do there, let's give it, what am I doing? Can we, I don't necessarily want to be running steam in from that side, right? Let's go up there. we'll run steam in here. Okay, and then this one, no. This one, we'll do 2 here, and then we will take it to the top over there. Okay, so that, I think, is the kind of planning that I think I'll use, because that makes it quite expandable. And as we can see, we're already full up on the naphtha. So, and I guess we've got a little bit of room here to maneuver on. So I am in a thinking I'm going to get rid of all of this stuff, right? Okay, because we've got a fair bit of diesel ready to go, I'm going to go and say, clear out all of this to there, right? And all of that up to there. Right, I think that should, and actually, let's we want to make sure that we're doing what we can over here. We're already creating ammonia and fertilizer already in this area. We need to kind of just redo this entire thing, right? So we could actually just run it up this way, to be honest. Okay, so let's do that and move all of them out of the way very quickly. And we'll trim that out of the way. And now, of course, what we have is we don't have the room that we so desperately would be liking to have. So if I grabbed this one as a copy, right, and we flipped it around like, say, this, then we can actually tie some stuff in here directly. So let's do that. Let's do that, and we'll do 1, 2. Can we do a third one in there? I think we can. And what we'll do is we may just get rid of some of these little items in here. Just for the time being, right? Until we kind of get this sorted out. This guy is... We're not... Oh, we are outputting something over there. Okay. This whole naphtha thing is a bit of a challenge for us. So what we'll do is we'll just grab this thing. Actually, if we cut it, okay, and we move it just a little bit closer this way. There we go. So now, at least we've got the fuel gas that should be tying into there, right? Because actually, it is exactly this issue, right? It needs to tie in over there because that is the fuel gas pipe. Okay, so that's fine. That gives us all of this stuff. Now, what we will need to do is we'll need to kind of level this because at the bottom we are... Oh, crude oil is at the bottom. Yeah, that's fine. That's exactly the plan. So what I'll do is I'll trim... No. I'll trim it back a little bit. And we'll actually... We'll quickly get rid of it. Then the plan would be that we get a pipe balancer in here. Okay, and we'll tie the pipe balancer in there. We also would like to probably just get deconstruction. Really? Okay, fine. And so what we want to do is just tie you in like so, right? So we'll do that. That should work. Okay, and now we can, but now we'll need to tie in a few different things. Okay, so let's, we're going to tie them directly over there so that it can all still work. Okay, so let's quickly do a Unity build over here of all of these items. Should be okay. Ooh, yeah, we're kind of running out of Unity right there. But hopefully everything should be quite easy to manage. And all of these guys should start running. Okay, so then what we're basically saying is on the second level, we've got the heavy oil. So where is our heavy oil pipeline? It's this one here. Did we have... the second level is also... Oh, this second level is what? That's the sour water. Okay, so this one is the sour water on the second level here. And for us, sour water is... I'm not sure where. Oh, sour water is coming off of this guy. Oh, it's all the way at the top, I think. We've got steam in the middle here. Okay, so we will need to... Let's think about this a little bit. So diesel is pipe number 2, right? So this is quite simple. Diesel is pipe number 2. So what we'll do is we'll tie in with pipe number 2 like this, and we'll pay for that. So pipe number 2 is in there. Then pipe number 3, yeah, that's sour water, and steam is pipe number 4. Pipe number 3 would be heavy oil, right? Or is pipe number 3 diesel? Ah, it's the other way around. Cancel, 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 cancel. Cancel, please. Cancel deconstruction. We want to deconstruct it. Thank you. Get rid of that. So pipe number 3 is the diesel. All right. What is going out on this side? So the heavy oil is coming out on that side as pipe number 2. Let's just see where that goes. So that goes to pipe number 3 on this side. Okay, so I guess that should work with that one. Then at the top, we have... This is something we're not going to use anymore because we're not using the light oil in this setup anymore. So the top one is not going to be used. This one is the sour water at the top there. Needs to go into... can we just stop the... Okay, we'll go up to there. We'll go down. We'll go underneath there and we'll tie that one in there. So that's the sour water going out that way. And then the only other thing we have is we need to basically tie in from here. Oops. From here to just finalize our... Oh, yeah, I like that. Apart from the fact that we need to just flip it. And then on this side, it is already flipped properly. Okay, beautiful. So that should work if it's got all of that sorted out, right? So let's quickly do this once. Get all of that built for me, please. So that should all work. We should get our steam to come in. I think the steam is the critically important component for this to start working. We need to figure out which one is diesel, though. Diesel is, oh, hang on. Diesel is 3. Which is this one. Incompatible port. Yeah. Fine. So what I would like to do is at number 3, I would just like to flip it over, right? Flip it. Okay, we'll have to flip a lot more than just that one. But basically, I'm after this guy to go in there, and that gives us our diesel component to go back into the diesel, right? So diesel is flipped. So let's just flip the diesel to go in the other direction. Not that we have any diesel. Oh, yeah, we have diesel coming from all of these. Okay. So that should give us everything we need. We just need to make sure that our pipes are, in fact, appropriately sized is the answer here. Okay. I think we'll leave it there. Guys, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. I think this is what we're going to do. We're going to expand this so that we have a bit of a refinery that could potentially grow in this direction with some additional stuff in here. I think that's a good one. We can potentially just expand it that way and put some cracking units alongside and do some power over here as well. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.